What up, y'all? What's going on? Much love, peace, and blessings. This your boy, Get a Mic. Really appreciate everybody for checking into the video. And today, I want to get in here and talk about Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. It's supposed to be going down. And former NFL running back Le'Veon Bell believes that Jake Paul is going to knock out Mike Tyson.
Bruh.
And I want to give my thoughts on it right here. So I invite you guys, if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe, bell icon, all of that good stuff like that there. And I want to get into this article a little bit, give my thoughts on it, and let's talk about it right here. So the article goes on to read why Mike Tyson will get knocked out by Jake Paul, according to former Steelers Pro Bowler turned boxer. Well, Mike Tyson returns to the ring this summer for the first fight in nearly 4 years. Le'Veon Bell isn't expecting things to go well for the one time, but the baddest man on the planet, which many people called him at one point in time. The former Steelers running back, who has dabbled in boxing since leaving the NFL, thinks that Tyson's fight against Jake Paul is going to end with Tyson getting knocked out. Bell gave his opinion on social media after Robert Griffin III shared a video that showed the 57-year-old Mike Tyson sparring, and here's that video. So it says, by the time the fight takes place, Mike Tyson will be 58 years old, and Le'Veon Bell is pretty confident that Tyson's old age will work against him in their match against his opponent, who is more than 30 years younger than him. So this is what Le'Veon Bell said. This is his post that he posted on X. He says, LOL, bro, he going to be able to do that for about 30 seconds in round one, and then he will be tired and get knocked out. But I'm not surprised that this is the perspective from people who don't fully understand boxing. And he responded to RG3. And let me see here. So a lot of people disagreed with him. Some people agreed with him. It says he didn't get tired against Roy Jones. Some people says there isn't a boxer on the planet who doesn't understand that Mike Tyson is training specific situations in the ring in these clips. No one fights like this all the time. Not many 50-year-olds can move or have power like this either, and that's why it's impressive. That's what RG3 responded to him. And they basically going back and forth on whether or not Mike Tyson will get tired out in this fight, whether or not he will get knocked out in this fight. And I have to be honest with you. If Mike Tyson loses this fight or gets knocked out in this fight, I would be, completely done with boxing at this point. As many of y'all know, I did do a lot of boxing on my other channel. I'm probably going to post this video on both channels, but did a lot of boxing and covered a lot of boxing back in the day, some years ago. Had a YouTube channel where I do boxing. And one of the things that frustrates me about the sport of boxing is that time and time again, it's shown to be very, very, very iffy. A lot of robberies, a lot of fake knockouts, just a lot of rigged and stage type activity around the sport that a lot of people seem to either don't agree with or don't seem to care about, as long as they get their entertainment. And for me, depending on how this fight plays out, depending on what happens in this fight, is going to determine whether or not I continue to take boxing serious, or am I just going to let it go by the wayside, because I'm already pretty much at that point. So let's say, for instance, Jake Paul comes out here, knocks out Mike Tyson in some fluke-looking punch or something, some strange-looking situation. And obviously, Mike Tyson is way older than Jake Paul. He's way past his prime. The guys haven't been in, actual professional boxing for probably close to 20 years now. And even then, he was out of his prime. So I don't necessarily even like this whole situation. I don't really even like this whole fight, taking place in the first place, because I just feel like, if Jake Paul is going to chase boxing, he's really going to get into the sport of boxing the correct way. He needs to get in there and move up through the ranks and fight real fighters and fight people in or around his weight class and age. Instead of going up against an old legend that everybody pretty much respects. Everybody pretty much loved his fighting style when he was fighting. One of the most ferocious, vicious fighters that we've ever seen on earth. And to see him go out here at this old age like this, if he ends up, losing to a YouTuber, you know what I'm saying, it'd just be devastating for many people of all ages. So that's my opinion on that. Le'Veon Bell's prediction for the fight is pretty simple. He thinks Tyson might look sharp for the first round, but the boxer will eventually run out of energy, and Paul would take advantage of that by knocking Tyson out shortly after that. And I can see something like that happening, to be totally honest, because like I said before, they are much different in age. There's such a big age gap that you just really, you can't really see Mike Tyson really fighting at a high level for that long. So I understand Le'Veon Bell's standpoint, but when we see him fight against Roy Jones in that exhibition back in 2020, he didn't look like his old self, of course, but he was able to make it to the end of that fight. And he pretty much didn't tire out like that. You know what I'm saying? He was tired, of course, but he didn't tire out where he would get knocked out. And I think Roy Jones was trying to pretty much stay out of trouble in that fight too. So it wasn't like something that, Mike Tyson really had to worry about, somebody hurting him. But a guy like Jake Paul, who's much younger, a little bit taller, much more youthful, he would have to be extremely careful in this fight because, just imagine the opportunity you get to fight Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? That's like a dream for any young boxer or anybody coming up that they would want to do. So it says the fact that Bell is predicting a Paul win by knockout is somewhat surprising because the former two-time NFL All-Pro hasn't been that impressed with social media star. Just 7 months ago, Bell was trying to get Paul to fight him. He says, I will stop him. I will stop Jake Paul. He says, it's hard to knock somebody out when they don't want to be knocked out. He's not doing 8 rounds with me. There's nobody in that influencer stuff that's making 8 rounds with me for a fact. Now, Le'Veon Bell did get into it, and he got into an exhibition fight with Adrian Peterson where he won by knockout. So he showed his ability to be able to at least, get into the sport and do his thing, where he knocked out, my favorite running back of all time, Adrian Peterson, which it was a little bit frustrating for me because I wanted Adrian to win that one. But I can understand his point of view. But I just wanted to get in here and talk about it. I know I've seen these highlights of both of these fighters here on TikTok. So you see there's a lot of action taking place. You know what I'm saying? Both of their highlights look pretty good as far as their recent workouts and stuff like that. So in my personal opinion, this would be devastating if Mike Tyson lose to a YouTuber turned boxer. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. Is it possible that Mike Tyson go in here and get knocked out? Or is he going to absolutely just go in here and crush this dude and really, really hurt Jake Paul and knock him out? Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. That was my thoughts on basically what Le'Veon Bell said. And y'all let me know, man. Let me know how you feel about it. Much love, peace, and blessings to everybody checking into the channel. Really appreciate it. It's your boy, Get a Mike, and I'll be back out of here. Be back in here with another video. Yes, sir.